time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
Set. 60 or. Watch the screen. Shoot.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Giants.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 47-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
General West. Hey, wahoo. Rock it. Hit it.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On first down, it's Evans. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 1, Jones, blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Third and long.
Break. Cover. Hey, echo. Not sweetheart. Hey. 51. Oh, yeah. Look. Squeeze. Check three. Bravo.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go one more. Sponge. No.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
56. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now Haskins on first down. And this is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Jim. You go tight.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On the set, 6 by 56. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball. Check 3. Will. Pause. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Now they try the right side here. And for the 3rd straight play, he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. The Redskins send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The trick play works. Excellent execution. 18 yards on that fake and a 1st down. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 9. Check 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Switch. Henry. Check. Crunch.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go, D. 36.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Giants.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
From the gun, Jones. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete.
To Robert Foster. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the draw, this is Barkley, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
You ready? 48. 48,
Jones throwing on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 52. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
54 Mike. First down. Come on. Check 26. Check 26. Check.
This is Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
He's checking. Crash. Let it go.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Hey, 2. 48 smart. Hey, defense, let's go.
Jones now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep and got his man complete. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
1st down.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Go. Get it.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, orbit.
Now Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, check 24.
Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Washington Redskins, first down.
56 is the mark.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. Check 56. Push him back. Push him back. Check 15.
And a giveless time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this, another fake. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, T, let's check. All right, T. He's coming.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan, and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
There's Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
3 bud.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll come out in the pistol. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Throwing Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 48.
Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, Haskins. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Haskins now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16.
That's another Washington Redskins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Mostert, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for two.
Rush in. Rush in.
They'll try to sneak, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What we got? Now! 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Ready?
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, Alpha. 56. Mike, 50. Yep. 56. Hey, rock it.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for New York. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check.
Mostert. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I'm here all day.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Pull it together. Show it up.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. 56. Already, come on, let's go. Big rip.
On 3rd down, Evans. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Right there. 54 Mike. Bang, baby, all day. Bang, 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 bang. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Right stone. Drive on. Watch the safety creep.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Philip Dorsett. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield now, Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Sammy Watkins. Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final shot for Haskins. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark,